an icon.
Cementing her status
She's a legend.
as one of music's biggest stars.
And she is the moment.
Yay! Alrighty, my beauties. Hello and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we are going to be doing the 2026 predictions. Woo! I'm so excited to see what's going to be happening in 2026. Today we have 7 piles. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how this works. And then I have a fun story to share with you all that I think will just be nice and uplifting going into 2026. And I just thought this was the cutest little box of matches I've ever seen. Has little love spells in it. So adorable. Keep her right over there today. But this is how the reading is going to work today. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Piles number 1 through 3 are going to be all about your love life in 2026, whereas piles 4 through 6 are going to be all about career. And then pile number 7 is going to be a mystery reading, which is so funny because I do pre-shuffle these cards, but as I was explaining to Zach what I'm going to be doing today, I pointed to this card and I was like, oh my God, it literally says masked mystery on it. So even spirit guides aren't giving me anything to do with this pile. So I'm very excited. But just as a repeat, this pile number 1, 2, and 3, these are love readings. 4, 5, and 6, career predictions. And group number 7, if you feel called to it, is a mystery reading. So let's just go on ahead and jump right into things today. I'm so excited. But before we do, I have a little story time for you guys, and I did share this over my community board, but I do have an extra story to add to it, and it's all about how your tiny interactions with people, you might think they're small, but they can actually completely change somebody's life, somebody's day, somebody's entire freaking decade. It doesn't matter. So my story was, I was at a restaurant and the lady that was waiting on us was clearly having a rough day. There were people yelling at her in the back. There were people yelling at each other in the back. There was orders stacked up. There was a line going out the freaking door just to be seated and served. And so clearly the lady that was waiting on us was having just a very rough day. And so she was serving us kind of sulking over everything, what can I get for you? What do you want? And I noticed on her name tag that she had little princess decor all around her name. And immediately I complimented her on it. And I was like, I really like your name tag. I like that you added, these little details to it, these little princess things. And immediately she lit up and she went, yes, oh my gosh, me and all of the other girls here decided that we were going to add little decorations to our name tags. And I was like, that's such a cute idea. I love that so much. And from there, she completely did a 180. She was just telling us all about her day and how it's just been so long and how she's going to be there even longer. And just, then was kind of bouncing between us and the other customers and giving people stuff for free. And so it was just a complete change of attitude. And I think it just really goes to show that even something small that you do, such as complimenting somebody else, can completely change their day and completely from there can affect the energy of their life. This is another story that I then learned about that I wanted to add to this because it's even freaking crazier. And it's even oh my gosh, this really changed this person's life. So this lady was walking in a mall and she felt this urge. She just heard a little whisper, because that's what your intuition is. It's a little whisper. persistent one, but a little whisper, basically telling her to do a handstand. And she was like, what on earth? Like, I'm in the middle of a shopping mall. I'm not gonna do a handstand. So she pushed it to the back of her mind. She kept walking, but it kept coming up. Do a handstand. Do a handstand. Why aren't you doing a handstand? And so she thought, you know what? I'm not gonna keep ignoring this. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do a handstand in the middle of this mall. And so what does she do? You know, does a handstand, and a lady comes up crying to her. And she literally tells her that that morning she was thinking of ending her life, and that the sign from God that she wanted to see was a handstand. Like chills, you guys, chills. Ah! And so the fact that she did that handstand, it literally changed that other person's life completely. Just think about that, you guys. So don't ignore your little inklings to compliment people. Don't ignore your little inklings to maybe do something a little crazy or out of line at times, because you never seriously know when it could be changing somebody's life. Totally. Yeah, so those are the messages that I wanted to leave you guys with today going into 2026. Do you guys have your vision boards done? I know I've got mine started, my digital one on Pinterest, which I do have a little tutorial on my Instagram page all about how to make a Pinterest vision board. I believe it's on here as well, but I might repost it for this year. If you guys bug me down in the comments, I totally will. But that's one of my favorite things. I love doing vision boards. I'm so excited. Definitely looking super forward to the future. Like, I've got a lot of things in the works that I can't tell you guys about yet, but I'm so excited when I can. But yes, let's just hop right into things today. Pile number 1, 2, 3. These ones are the love readings. 4, 5, 6, career, and 7, mystery. Woo, I love you guys. Let's do it. Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 1, heightened standards, me time, or the amazing sacral chakra stone. Oh my gosh, Chaka Khan. It's literally what we mean. That's what that made me think of, is Chaka Khan. I love her. But this is going to be your reading today, all about your 2026 predictions, what's going to be happening for you guys. And right off the bat, I'm kind of seeing that, like, maybe you guys went through something, are going to be going through something in the year of 2026 that I feel like is really going to awaken your inner goddess, your inner baddie. And it's like, I'm no longer putting up with these crusty, dusty, musty connections. You know, it's 2026. It's time that I kind of got my shit together, especially when it comes to love. But because of that, you're going to have a lot of past options that are still going to be thinking about you, okay? Because we do have somebody that could have left you out in the cold. We had a tower moment here. So something big that sort of shook your foundation. Could be an ex, you know, it could be past situationship, whatever it is. Somebody that left you out in the cold is going to be severely regretting it in the year of 2026. And I feel like this is a huge catalyst for you guys, because things are really going to start to be turning in your favor. No longer are you going to be left out in the cold. If anything, people are going to be begging for your attention in the year of 2026. And especially with this Queen of Wands energy, it's like you're feeling yourself, you know? Yeah, especially because of the first card that you chose, raising your standards, right? Heightening your standards, spending more me time. Because guess what, baddies? 2026, yeah, it's all about you, okay? Everybody is going to be thinking about you. Past situationships, exes, ex-friends, ex-besties. And I know this is about love, so I feel like there's somebody here that you had a tower moment with in this year, in the year of 2025, could even be at the beginning of 2026, that is going to really spark and ignite you. Like, I see that what you may be leaving behind in one person, you might be finding in, like, you know, 10 new connections. But like, plus, it's like once you close this one door, 10 more open. Okay, so I see that you're actually going to be dating a lot in the year of 2026. I see you getting out there and really feeling yourself. Yeah, like I'm hearing the song Feeling Myself by Beyonce. That might be one of your songs of the year for 2026. We're going to get more with Love Radio, but with the Fool card here, again, I see that you are actually taking chances. You're going out on brand new dates. You're meeting brand new people. You know, you're taking risks. And I also feel like because it is beneath the Five of Cups, I cannot help but just mention that this person that, you know, you had a tower moment with, I feel like in 2026, they're not only really feeling it, they might take some sort of like chance towards you as well. But again, I feel like it's only because you're really feeling yourself and you're going out there, you're feeling a lot more passionate and you're looking hot. And so it's like, no shit, you're gonna want me now. Like, duh, everybody wants me. And that's kind of the vibe for 2026 for you guys. Everybody wants you. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. Everybody is stalking your socials. Everybody is trying to get a piece of your action. So just be prepared for 2026 because I see a lot of suitors. I see a lot of people that want your time, your attention. Some of them even want your money, okay? You might want to pick out a career reading as well, hello? But I really do see that you are heightening your standards. And so you might be rejecting a lot of people in the year of 2026 trying to get to the one because you recognize now those signs and those red flags of a type of person that you don't want to be with long term. And that is somebody that just leads you on. That's somebody that can't commit. That's somebody that, you know, chooses other options or has a bunch of other options or blah, 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 blah. You know, they're crusty for a fucking reason, you know? And again, I feel like there's a big boom tower moment where you might have released this person in 2025 or beginning of 2026 that is going to lead you to being the best and baddest version of yourself. And because of you becoming the best and baddest version of yourself, you are only going to open up to several more options. I'm actually seeing like a handful of people that then you narrow down to like 3, that then you narrow down and narrow down and narrow down. But I know that a lot of you people here have probably come for the validation that like, yeah, this person's gonna be missing you severely, okay? Severely. Because we have the Seven of Swords on top of the Five of Coins, which literally tells me that this person left you out in the cold, but now they're the one that's gonna be looking back, continuously comparing you to their next connections. So just be kind of cautious, okay, in the year of 2026, because this person could be heavily in their feels. Like, look at this. They have all these other options around them. They don't even want them because they're focusing on the options that are no longer in their life, aka you. And again, we do have a tower card here. So if this hasn't happened already in 2025, prepare yourself, okay? Because I feel like there could be some metric fuck ton of changes coming in 2026, okay? But with that, again, comes a lot more love, comes a lot more romance, comes a lot more people. I'm literally seeing it's like gonna be the Bachelorette for you in 2026. Like, these options are off the freaking charts. I heard doctors. So I don't know, like some of you guys could really actually be going with doctors, you know, people that have their success already aligned. Whereas this person, you know, they might have had a lot of success. They might have had, you know, their fair share of stuff, but I don't see that they are anywhere near kind of the level, again, that you are reaching for. And again, you want to be romance. So this isn't going to be like a doctor. You know, they might not have a lot of time in the world, but the time that they do have, they really dedicate to you and spending time with you and taking you out on dates. So get excited. Mirth, beware of excess, financial issues, goodwill, cheerfulness, remembering loved ones, cleanliness, health, sacrifice, and repentance, and magnificent beauty, devotion, and divinity. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Yes, this is so clear. So I'm literally getting that, like, because this person, the one that fucked up, had several options around them, I'm getting that is probably the reason why you chose to take yourself out of the running, because you are number one, okay? It doesn't matter what the fuck this person is trying to make you think or what they think themselves, because they, again, are going to do a 180 in their thoughts when it comes to 2026. So yeah, but I feel like this person's really going to be looking back on this, remembering you with a lot of really good memories. You being cheerful, you being the one that's always there cheering them on, you being the one that's always there, period. And I feel like they didn't really respect that when it was in front of them. But now that they're getting this sort of wake-up call that, no, okay, you're not always going to be that girl that just waits around for them. No, you're not always going to be just, you know, the person that they forcefully want you to be. You're going to be this bad bitch. And going into 2026, I see you doing a ton of cleaning of house, okay? Getting rid of items that are no longer serving you, dust in corners and places that you should have cleaned probably months ago. I see you, I get you. I see you reading more. I see you working out, getting rid of that excess, you know, weight that could be literally weighing you down, you know, just working on yourself hardcore, focusing on your diet, focusing on your skincare, getting into your it girl freaking era. It's time. In 2026, you are so devoted to it. You are looking incredible, and everybody wants a piece of it. Everybody literally wants to know what's going on. They literally want to know, like, what do you have going on? What are you doing? Because I feel like this could even be the pile where it's like you disappear Q1 of 2026, so the first quarter, and then you come back the second quarter looking like a whole new person. Yeah, I just heard, check my nails, do my hair, I'm a brand new bitch. Which we love to see, because I feel like 2026, I literally chills, you guys. Like, you are becoming a different person. Somebody that nobody, I think, is expecting. Wow. Okay, so again, sudden changes, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation, which perfectly aligns with the Tower card, because it literally talks about shaking up of the foundation, you know, unexpected changes, surprise, epiphany. So I feel like there might be something shocking that's coming in again in the beginning of 2026 that's really changing your life, but for the better, because I see that, again, when one door closes, 10 more open. And it's not just like, you know, any other kind of options. It's like serious, dateable people, like people that you can actually see yourself spending a future with. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Yes, because you can't keep around the crusty and expect the one to come in. Okay? Repeat it after me. You can't keep around the crusty and expect the one to come in. Yes. Thank you. Thank you to those of you who repeated it, even if it was just in your head. Because seriously, you guys, I see that in 2026, you know, I feel like it's actually towards the end that you could be meeting the one. Yeah, they're showing me the middle towards the end. So it's almost like, again, Q1, you're gone. Okay, you've disappeared. You've fallen off the face of the planet. People don't know where you're at. Because in 2025 or the beginning of 2026, something really shook you up. Okay, and I feel like it had to do with this person that's really going to be regretting it throughout 2026. But you disappear. Q2, you come back. You're hotter. You're better than ever. You're looking good. You're healthier than ever. Mentally, physically, you just feel good. You're happier. And for yourself, you know, it's no longer based on another person. It's based on yourself. And then moving forward into Q3, I see that you are going to be having a lot of options when it comes to dating people. There's going to be a lot of people. Q2 to Q3, let's be real, because you guys are looking damn good. So I'm seeing people are sliding in so fast into the DMs. But then Q2, Q3, you're dating, and then by Q4, I really do feel like you are, this time next year, in a committed relationship with the one, and somebody that you actually really align with. Yeah, because again, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. So again, I feel like you're really setting yourself up for a lot of better boundaries going into 2026, because I see that the person that you were dealing with before, like, I don't want to use the term narcissist because you literally clinically have to be diagnosed as somebody that's narcissistic, but let's just say this person is horrible. And they're definitely using you guys, you know, they're mistreating you in one way or the other. Even if it's just like, again, they have other options around them, they're not committing, that's using you, okay? That is using you. And I feel like in 2026, you are heightening your standards. You are creating better boundaries for yourself and for future partners, because you recognize that, you know, being a hot bitch, you're gonna attract a lot of people. A lot of people. Some of them good, some of them not so good. So now that you know the red flags, I feel like you're really working on yourself to avoid them and to not keep falling for the same shit. Yeah, because I tell you guys, like, I had a big catalyst moment in my life when it comes to romance, and it really kind of set me off on a completely different path. And I was immediately tested with somebody that was the exact type of person that I would have gone for. And you know what I did? I continuously walked away from this person. Even if it was like accidentally, like there was one night where like he like jokingly said, "Okay, good night," and I just left. Even though he was joking, and like I just went out to go get something from my car. And I thought he was being serious, so I just left. In reality, I believe it was fully divine protection, because that man still had a girlfriend. Hey, that's a little bit of tea. That's a little bit of tea. But that's the vibe, is spirit guides are going to test you again. They will bring in somebody that is like that person, just so that way you can understand, okay, yeah, no, these are the real red flags. I'm not going to fall for this shit anymore. Yeah. So just be cautious, because that is then how you get to the one, your soulmate, the one that you're actually supposed to be with long term, is by shutting down and, you know, shutting down the options that are not serving you and creating those boundaries and actually fucking sticking to them. Okay? Yes, because look at this. Like, we have meeting the one, but we also have karmic relationship. So again, I feel like this person, that tower moment, was a karmic relationship that you were never really, you know, supposed to be with long term. It was supposed to trigger you. It was supposed to teach you something. It was supposed to lead you to wanting better for yourself and accepting better for yourself. Letting go and loving you. Yeah, resentment. So again, I feel like, you know, it might be a little bit of time. I'm not going to tell you right away that you're going to have to let this person go, right? But with time over 2026, you are going to be releasing them. Yeah. And again, look at watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Again, people are going to be watching your page in 2026. So if you don't want to give them your energy, okay, disappear. Pull it back. Let's move into your love radio, though. I'm so excited, you guys. This is, like, it's very intense, but I feel like it's good, because it's like you're getting your power back. You know, you're no longer giving it away to people that don't deserve it. Let's shuffle Love Radio Volume 4 and see what messages come up for y'all today. Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan. Okay, and there's a siren going off in the back. You guys hear that? You can't deny it. Like, spirit guides will put signs like that throughout the video. So again, I feel like this person was a big warning sign. They were a big red flag. Okay, but moving on. 2026, Pink Pony Club. Yeah, okay, I'm hearing it. Sorry, I'm just listening to it. Yes, because you know how she's like, God, what have you done? You know, like, because it's kind of from the perspective of her mother, like, yelling at her for, like, joining the Pink Pony Club. It's almost like that, I feel like, is what this person is going to be thinking to themselves. Like, God, what have you done? Like, because I feel like that's what everybody's going to be thinking when they look at you. Because it's just like, maybe you got a nose job. Like, I don't know who you are, you know, but I don't judge. I'm like the last person to judge, especially for like cosmetic enhancements. Like, get them titties, girl. I don't care. But anyways, I feel like people are going to be looking at you like, and you're going to be saying, I'm just having fun. Yes, on stage in my heels, that's where I belong. Woo! So yeah, you guys could definitely, again, be drawn to more of a career reading. But I'm seeing that with this message, it's just that like this person could be coming at you, looking at your socials, looking at you, thinking about what are you doing, what's going on? And they're literally like, what have you done? You know, I feel like they kind of feel that in themselves too, like letting you go. What have I done? God. Because again, on stage is where you belong, shining in the spotlight, being that girl, being the it girl of your life. And from there, you're going to attract much better people. Woo! So I love you, pile number 1. Those are the messages that I got for you guys today. Feel free to check out some other piles as well. I'm very excited to see what the mystery reading's about. But I love you guys, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Goodbye. Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 2, the Thirsting Addiction card, or the gorgeous Crown Chakra. I said that wrong in the first pile, so I had to like really over enunciate it. Okay, can you see? Yes, yes. This is going to be a reading today all about 2026 predictions, and let's just jump right into it. I see this pile, you are going to be attracting a new lover. Ooh, in the year of 2026. You're really going to be generous with your emotions, putting yourself out there, you know, going on dates with people. But at the same time, I see you kind of frustrated and being like, I don't want to keep, you know, doing this if there's no outcome. You know, like I don't want to keep going after love, relationships, romance if there's no outcome. You know, it's like, why would I keep fighting this battle if it feels like I'm constantly in this game of Bird Box with the freaking universe where I'm like, you know, having to paddle down this river completely blind, have no idea where I'm going. And like spirit guides just keep throwing shit at you. You know, like I feel the frustration in this pile. But I'm here today to tell you to stay positive because I see a new option coming in here for you, especially with Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. It's like stepping out into the unknown. So experiencing somebody that you've never met before, somebody that you don't really know that well, but that you really want to get to know. Because I feel like this person, you might not be very decisive towards this person, but I feel like they're going to be very decisive towards you. Okay, they are definitely going to want this connection. I'm hearing they're going to be very persistent as well in the pursuit of this. And I really do feel like, again, I see you being a little bit generous with your time. Like it just feels like, you know, you're kind of drained. You might have been single like forever, you know, like literally since birth, you could be single, or it just has been a really long time, or you keep getting into connections that just are not quite right. You know, like they're not right. And so I feel like in the year 2026, there's actually a blessing. Oh, okay. And they're playing the song Puppy Love in my head. And so I can't remember who that's by, but it just goes, and they called it Puppy Love. So I feel like that's going into 2026. You are going to be experiencing all kinds of puppy love. So flirting, you know, being a little bashful around this person, flushed cheeks, you know, fun, witty humor with each other. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that. And especially with the Five of Cups here, again, you could be crying over options that just didn't work out in the past, or again, feeling bad for yourself because you're still single. But it's nothing bad, okay? Like seriously, like look at people like freaking Emma Chamberlain. You know, she's out there in the world. Actually, I don't even know if she's single, but she gives me the vibe that like she is. She's killing it. Like, you know, treating herself, traveling the world, doing everything that she's ever dreamed of, you know, just without a partner. And kind of the same thing with Amber Scholl. You know, she's literally been on this traveling fashion world tour all over the entire world, really serving herself without a partner. And you know, if you're Amber Scholl and you're watching this, girl, I kind of see something coming in for you. Like, because I really do feel like there's a lot of collective here that may be a little bit frustrated with, you know, having to serve yourself. And you're like, oh, like, why can't somebody else do it for me? And why can't fucking I do it for somebody else? You know, like, I feel the frustration of you feeling single, you know. But going into the year of 2026, expect a new connection to come along, especially a Knight of Wands energy. So this is somebody that's kind of like fun and frisky. I feel like you're going to have a lot of like frisky, fun, flirtatious moments with this person. A lot of F's. Whew. And that can be interpreted spicy. There might be a lot of spice there too, especially with the Knight of Wands. Whew. Yeah. But just because this person is like spicy towards you, sexually attracted, you know, all of those things, I still feel like, especially with the Ace of Swords here, this person's going to be so decisive towards you. Again, because I feel like you've got it going on. They're really going to be attracted to you. Interesting. Okay, let's see here with some oracle cards, some extra messages. Yeah, so again, I feel like this is going to be somebody that has a lot of gratitude, grace, and admiration and love towards you. This is really going to be somebody that just really appreciates you at your core and genuinely loves you for you. And they admire you. I feel like not only for the success that you've built for yourself, but the way that you treat other people too, and your generosity. They really, really admire that about you. On top of that, we have healing, hope, growth, family. So I really do feel like, you know, listening to your intuition this year is going to be crucial. It's going to be key, especially when bringing this person in. But again, I feel like you're going to have a lot more hope. It's like I'm hearing my hope has been restored. So again, this could be coming in, I kind of feel middle to end, could be beginning too. If some of you guys have really been doing that work on yourself, it's very fluid. You know, timing is very fluid. It depends on you know? And if you could see it happening for yourself, maybe even in this year, who knows? I feel like going into 2026, there will be this restoration of hope. And we also do have the circle of life here. So remember that what must go up must come down. I don't know why they're saying that, but it's kind of making me think of like, you know, the circle of life. And that's you're born, you grow old, and then you die. And that's kind of like what has been happening with you in your love life. You've really been in this process of growing. But I think it's time to bring an end to that cycle, don't you think? Like, I just totally feel your frustration. I keep going back to just being like, oh my God, I just hate being single. Like, that's kind of the vibe that I get. But you can like hate being single and still keep working on yourself. You can still keep loving yourself, because yeah, I totally do see a new option coming in here for you. And again, a new option. So I don't think you've ever met this person before, especially with the 8 of Cups. That tells me that this is like mystery, dude. Like, you've never met this person before. And yeah, love of nature, breathe, and forest bathing. I really do see that you could be getting out there into nature, and especially in the year of 2026. So going on hikes, swimming in lakes, swimming in the ocean, you know, horseback riding, picking flowers in a field. Like, it doesn't matter. I just really see you actually stepping out into nature, breathing, allowing yourself to breathe, and just falling in love with life again. Yeah, and kind of noticing the symbology between, you know, the cycle that you're in currently and the cycle of the earth as well. And, you know, things must die in order for things to grow. So just kind of think about that as well when it comes to your love life. Ooh, okay. Yeah, some of you guys could have been drawn to pile number 1 as well. Ooh, okay, that one wanted to fall. Interesting. There's a lot of nature elements here. Snake, butterfly, and dragonfly. So again, I really do see that in the year of 2026, you are getting outside. You might even take up like outdoor yoga, moonlight yoga, you know, meditation by a pond or something. Like meditation, what is that? By a bubbling stream. Yeah, because you can listen to it, hear the birds, sit in the grass, you know. Yeah, but there's just going to be a lot of really nice, light-hearted energy here. Like, look at this. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. Be light-hearted. Finding out things coming to light. Adapt, change, heal. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing, inner child growth, which is so funny because we literally have healing and growth on that card. And empath narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So again, I feel like a lot of you guys could be healing still from really bad connections. They're even telling me that there could be family ties here with some of that too, especially if you've been perpetually single. Like there could just be a lot of just issues that you kind of had to work through with other relationships in your life. But in 2026, you are finally becoming the butterfly, okay? It's no longer the caterpillar and the dragonfly. So just get excited because you're evolving. And again, there's going to be a lot of growth. I'm seeing, again, what is that? Faith restored. Because this connection, I feel like, is really going to restore your faith in the universe and restore your faith in the fact that you can find and that you will find true love, okay? Yeah, but let's go ahead and shuffle and find some love messages. Love radio, let's get your song of the year. Lover Boy, Yumi at 6. Ooh, this one's kind of like a rock song, so I might get another one too. There we go. But basically, in the song, he says, "Lover boy, you play those hearts like toys. Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad? Filled with regret? If given the choice, would you do it again? Yes, I would. Yes, I could." And so it's basically a song about like just somebody being really bad and kind of being like enabled. Yeah, enabled to be bad. Because they don't care about other people's feelings, you know, and that is kind of like a textbook narcissist, you know? So I really do feel like you guys could have just put up with a lot when it comes to relationships and connections and whatever it is, you know? But I feel like, especially with the Five of Cups here, it's like, you know, just again, kind of being used and crying over those options, crying over being sad still for being single. And yeah, and I totally get that. But I feel like that's why I don't want this song to be your song of the year, because it's a little bit like negative, a little bit depressing, and I don't want you guys to ever be that person that ends up being the bad person. Like I kind of talked about briefly in pile number 1, but there was something that really kind of catalyzed my life in love and kind of turned me into the bad guy in relationships where I just didn't care about hurting other people. I didn't really care about anything, to be honest. And then I met Zach, and so it kind of changed everything. But, you know, I would never encourage anybody really to ever enter into that state of their life. So therefore, we're going to get another one. Passion Fruit by Drake. That one's pretty good. Yeah, so passionate from miles away. Passionate about the things you say. Yeah, I really do feel like you and this new person are going to feel a lot of chemistry. It's like passion that can even be felt from miles away from each other. Yeah, passing up on my old ways. Exactly. So some of you guys could just be changing the way that you kind of go about dating, changing the way that you go about life and loving yourself. And I feel like it's just going to be such a beautiful outward reflection of all of those changes that you have made. And yeah, I feel like people are just going to be so inspired. You're going to really meet this new person that you're going to feel very passionate about. Somebody that makes you feel that puppy love. Okay? Okay, let's do one more just because I'm curious. Distraction by Kehlani. Yes. And Kehlani's finally getting the recognition that she deserves with her new song Folded. She's been one of my favorite vocalists since 2016. Like she pops off, you know. But yeah, distraction. So are you down to be a distraction, baby, but don't distract me. Yes. So you guys could actually be Okay, so that is kind of a vibe because especially with Loverboy, I didn't get it, but I don't think it's toxic. I think it's just like you know your boundaries. Like maybe you do want somebody in your life, but you're so busy with your career, you're so busy with what you have focused on your success that you don't want them to distract you from that. Okay, you just want them to distract you from your love life kind of vibes. So that's the energy. You could really be finding like an F buddy in the year of 2026 or somebody that you can just really spend time with and kind of keep your mind off of things, you know, take your mind away from the situation. And yeah, and I forgot that in the song Loverboy, he says friends with benefits. So totally consider it, okay? Pile number 2, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything, but consider a little friends with benefits. So whenever you need some of those other needs fulfilled, you can call this person up and then you don't feel bad about it, you know, because they don't feel bad about it. And again, that's how you're going to go about it in a non-toxic way, is you're going to be very communicative from the get-go and be like, you know, this isn't anything serious. We're just going to have fun, okay? And like, I don't want to hear about your life. I don't want to meet your parents. I just want to have fun. Point blank, period. So yes, my gorgeous pile number 2. Those are the messages that I found for you guys today. I'm praying that it's brought some clarity. I love you all so much from the bottom of my titty heart. And I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Oh, pick another pile. Absolutely. Goodbye. Yay, alrighty. Hello to those of you who chose pile number 3. This is going to be a reading all about your 2026 predictions if you chose financial stability, gifts, or the heart chakra, which is kind of perfect for this pile. This is going to be a reading today. Yeah, all about your 2026 predictions. I already said that, but let's just jump right into things today because I'm so excited. So in 2026, I really do feel like you are getting your bag on. You're getting your coin on. So I definitely want you to pick a career reading because I want to get into that there. But I see that you're actually creating a lot more financial stability in your life. And through that, you're going to be attracting a partner that does the same. There is also somebody here as a separate note that I believe is going to be thinking a lot about you, looking back on the past in the year of 2026. Somebody that has a lot of vulnerabilities or just kind of soft spots about this connection. So somebody that you could have told off as well, especially being represented as the Queen of Swords. You're not somebody to be fucked with, you know? So I really do feel like in the year of 2026, you're going to be getting major communication coming in here, I believe from somebody from your past as well as a newer option. So maybe even another option, especially with the 3 of coins here. I feel like you could be kind of juggling a few people, maybe at the beginning of the month, and then kind of narrowing down your options as you go throughout the year. So very interesting pile number 3. Judgment card here paired with the Queen of Swords. You're being harsh, okay? You're not accepting any less than you deserve. I believe that this person from your past could have given you a lot less than you actually deserve. Woo, I'm sitting down, by the way, you guys. Your girl needs to take a load off, okay? But yeah, I really do feel like you could have spoken your truth to this person, been a little bit harsh in their words, but I don't feel like it was harsh. I feel like you really had to teach them something that they needed to learn. Again, this doesn't give me like really bad vibes, so like if this person comes back, I don't think that you would be super mad about it, you know, like, because again, it feels like this person they're not bad. Like, they don't give me devil vibes. You know, the other piles were a little bit iffy, but this person, it feels like, you know, if they came back, you wouldn't be super pressed about it, you know, so, but on top of that, I also see you having 2 other options. I feel like one of them is going to be very financially stable, and then another one's just kind of going to be like, I don't want to say like anything bad, but like just kind of like, you know, similar to the last pile, a little bit of like a friends with benefits, maybe energy. There's a lot of flirting, there's a lot of exchange, but I don't think that you're very serious about that person. Yeah, but in the year 2026, you are this Empress energy. Some of you guys could actually be getting pregnant in the year 2026, especially with the Empress card. So just be concerned, not concerned, be cautious. If that's not what you are looking for, make sure that you are, you know, updating your birth control methods, doing research, using protection, always, because you never know. Okay, you really never know. But with the Empress card here, yeah, I just feel like you're going to be just feeling yourself, career oriented, speaking your truth, getting what it is that you want and not being sorry about it. So we love to see it. And there could be definitely more than 3 connections, but I see 3 are really piquing your attention in the year of 2026. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this one's kind of a similar energy where it's like, beware of excess. So like, you know, just make sure that you're always communicating with other people, especially if you're like not officially dating somebody. Make sure that they know that you're not officially dating them and that you are still seeing other people. Because again, that's something that like, you know, you should be expressive about. But look at this. We have first emotions of love. So again, I really do feel like you're going to be meeting somebody new. There might be somebody from your past. I feel like 2 new people and then somebody from your past. That just kind of always is there. They're just kind of always there, you know. Pleasure and pain, adoration, and hidden secrets. Ooh! So a secret admirer could be coming to light in the year of 2026 as well. And I feel like, again, we have 2 cards here that are really talking about yourself, you know, your extravagant nature, the fact that you are a star, you're colorful, you're dainty, you're beautiful. You know, and the Empress. So everybody kind of wants to wife you. Everybody kind of wants to husband you. You know, like everybody wants to make you their lifelong partner and have kids with you. Because I feel like you might be like very good around kids or something. Like kids just naturally gravitate towards you. They just love you. So again, I feel like partners could be seeing that. And again, just be cautious with the Empress card that you are always using protection. Because yeah, we're not trying to get locked down like that if we don't want it, okay? But if you want it, congratulations. I mean, maybe you've been trying for a while. I feel like it's going to be happening for you. So, yes, but pleasure and pain here. I feel like, again, there could be just a little bit of like back and forth sort of energy, especially with this person from your past. I feel like they feel a lot of pleasure and pain. That could also be an indicator of like a little bit of sexy time energy, so get excited for that as well. But yeah, there's just going to be a lot of first emotions of love. So exploring love, falling in love, having fun, flirting, puppy love, playing. I'm seeing 107 on the clock as well, so you might be really drawn to pile number 7. Those could be numbers as well. Oh my gosh, we got mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So, and hidden secrets, you guys. So yeah, there's totally going to be a secret admirer that I feel like is kind of, I heard fumbling it. But they could be really like hiding their feelings, hiding their emotions. And then in the year of 2026, they are coming to light. And they're actually expressing themselves, especially if this is the person from your past. They're not showing their true feelings. But then we have new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Whoa. Okay, so yeah. So I feel like even though you might be dating other options, this person from your past seriously has not forgot about you. And in the year of 2026, there could be a new phase that's sort of growing between you. I feel like it's almost like they have to sit back and sort of be your friend. That's a little bit of their karma, and watch you as you date other people. But I feel like, you know, I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but because again, this person doesn't feel bad. If they are bad, maybe you should go to another pile, specifically pile number 1 you might be drawn to, or pile number 2, there might be a little bit there. But for this pile in particular, I don't feel bad from this person. You know, like I feel like it was just kind of, they were vulnerable, caught them at a bad time, couldn't show their feelings because they're still healing, and then yeah, you kind of moved on. So yeah, golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay, that could have been the vibe too. But again, I don't feel like this person is narcissistic. Like that's the vibe. I don't feel like, you know, this person could have been a little bit self-absorbed, and they could have put you in a one-sided relationship because again, I just don't feel like they were emotionally ready to handle a connection. They maybe jumped the gun. Yeah, and I'm actually hearing this line from the song Folded where Kalani says, I know I should have asked for space, but instead I told you go on your way. Where it was like, like rather than asking for space and being like, I need a little bit of time to heal and time to kind of grow before I can welcome this relationship, Kalani just immediately pushed this relationship away. But in the song Folded, she's actually addressing the fact that she did that in a very mature light, and is kind of saying like, come over and let's kind of like talk about this, Oh, I love her, by the way. I love Kalani. Oh, I'm so excited for her. Okay. But that's kind of the vibe, is that I feel like it's moving into a much more matured state. Yeah. And I feel like it's almost like the golden mirror sort of saying like, it's time for you to be a little bit more selfish, right? It's time for you to take what it is that you want out of connections. And so again, don't take it so far where you're kind of reflecting this other person, but definitely, focus on yourself a little bit more and what you want. And being honest with people, especially if this person does come back in, Don't hide your feelings, bitch. But yeah, with photograph here, looking at your photos, missing you nostalgia and make new memories. I feel like this person is kind of watching as you make new memories. They could be watching your social media. Even if they got you blocked, they probably have fake accounts, or they're looking from somebody else's account, or you have them blocked. But I feel like this person is really missing you, and they are looking back. On top of that, too, I see that a lot of people are going to be watching your social in the year of 2026 to see what you have going on. I see that you're going to be making a lot of new memories with new people, new love interests, new friends, new adventures, new travels. So people are just really looking at your socials with admiration. And if you don't post on socials, I feel like whenever they hear stories of your travels, they, are intrigued, and they're very, they want to know what you got going on, pretty much. Yeah, let's move on to your final little messages here, your songs of the year for 2026 with Love Radio Volume 3. Let's shuffle, see what messages come up for you. Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. Yes, he literally says, I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. Yeah. What you do, made a move, could have made a move. If I knew I'd be with you, is it too late to pursue? Exactly, so that's kind of the vibe, especially with hidden feelings. Mess, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, spirit guides? Like, literally, you can't get any more clear than this. Like, I feel like this could be you saying this about this person. This could be this person saying this about you. Like, I wish I knew you wanted me. And is it too late to pursue? Because I feel like this person is definitely going to be making their comeback, and they're going to be being like, did I miss my shot? Did I miss my opportunity? Shoulda, coulda, woulda kind of vibe. I know he says something like, can I bite my tongue like a bad habit? Forget what he says though. It's okay. Things happen for reasons that I can't ignore. Yeah. I wish I knew you wanted me. Yeah, so just kind of like going into the year of 2026, feeling effortless, feeling like, I feel like, things happen for reasons that you can't ignore. So again, this person could have just been really in their feels, really healing. Spirit guides kind of, forced you guys to go your own ways, forced this person to kind of fuck up so that way you guys can go your own ways, sort of learn your lessons, come back together. Maybe not. Maybe you still kind of karmically have to teach this person for the rest of their life that, like, they can't come out of a situation like that, and like expect romance. And through that, they're kind of seeing you dating other people. So we love it. Pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Definitely check out some more piles, especially when it comes to your career. I'm so excited. I love talking about career. I feel like I never get to do it on this channel, so I am hyped. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to those piles. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye. Yay! Alrighty. Hello to those of you who chose pile number 4. This is going to be your career predictions for the year of 2026. And I'm so excited! Oh my god. Okay. So, already you guys, I'm seeing that you are going into 2026 with 3 pursuits. And I'm seeing that you are no longer focusing on fighting battles that aren't really serving you, but rather going after things that you're actually passionate about. Taking time to rest, recuperate, figure out what it is exactly that you want to do. I feel like that was a lot more of like 2025 was kind of inward reflection, you know, changing, because it's the year of the snake. And then we go into the year of the horse in 2026, which is going to be all about forward movement, action, taking action. And 2026, you guys, be your freaking year for career success, okay? Because we have the 10 of coins here. Not the freaking 9 of coins, not the 8 of coins, not the blah, 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 blah. Not the build up. No, we have the 10 of freaking coins here, because I'm seeing that in the year of 2025, there could have been a lot of like 9 of coins action and 7 of coins where it's like you're planting the seeds, you're starting to see the growth, you're getting a little bit of wish fulfillment, but it's not really what it is that you were asking for. 2026, you are getting what it is that you've been asking for this entire time. You're getting more money, you're getting more success, you are glowing. And again, you're not accepting just any opportunity anymore that's coming your way. You're really being strategic about the opportunities and the ways in which you fill up your time, because you're starting to realize that you have a limited amount of time, and that time is your money. So I feel like a lot of you guys could be getting raises. You guys could be, you know, I see some of you guys like stepping into the boss's chair and like moving in to that position. So, whoa, throat chakra blockages though. A lot of you guys could be asked to kind of like speak more of your truth, speak your mind, you know, express yourself. Girl, let it all hang out. Just do your thing. Ain't nothing to worry about. Woo! That's from the Bratz live action movie. I was actually hearing that like yesterday, and I was like, what is that for? Now I know. It's for pile number 4. You guys are being asked to express yourself in a lot of different ways, verbally, in your fashion, in just everything that you do. Express yourself and make sure that your concerns, your worries, your thoughts, your opinions are heard. Because in 2026, honeys, is the year of major coin money action. Yeah, and I'm seeing that you guys are making a lot more moves in silence as well. So not everybody is just going to know what you have going on. I feel like only the people within your inner circle, maybe not even that, maybe literally just yourself, knows your next steps, knows the steps that you're going to be taking. And yeah, you're really chasing after the things that actually light you up inside. The things that make you feel more powerful, fiery, excited about life again. That's what you're going after. And again, you're not going after any battle that's coming across your way, because you're not going to waste your time like that. You know, it's like, why would I go into a battle if I know I'm going to lose, right? So you're being a lot more strategic with, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is not what I'm going to do, and this is what I like, and this is what I don't freaking like, and this is what I'm passionate about. You know, and I feel like that's really what's going to drive you in the year of 2026 is that passion. Okay, I can't keep sitting. My house is at a tilt, so my chair just constantly moves and moves and moves, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't sit down because I keep shifting everywhere. Okay, but let's see what else we got here. Ooh, sunrise, you guys, look at that. So exciting. Okay, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Yeah, so 2026, again, it's like you're going into new ventures, you know, new creative ideas, a fresh start, and you're looking at things with a pinpoint accuracy. You're no longer just chasing after, again, any opportunity that's put in your path, but you're being very strategic about your next moves. Woo! Ooh, we have butterfly, a change for the better. Oh my goodness, pile number 4. This is so exciting. So again, I mean, I'm hearing there's going to be lots of little changes, but I really do feel like there's something major that is happening in the year of 2026, a change for the better that is really going to, oh my God, you guys, I have chills. I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, it's really going to change your life. I'm seeing myself standing on an award stage, literally talking out to a crowd and feeling so overwhelmed with emotion. So some of you guys could actually be accepting awards in 2026, being recognized for the hard work that you've been putting in, not just this last year, but your entire freaking life. Yes. Whew. So get excited. Someone behaving stupidly. Happiness. Yeah, so it's kind of telling me like, you know, like some people might look at you and be like, oh my God, you're crazy, right? That's a common saying in the world of entrepreneurship. It's like people look at you at first like you're crazy, and then later on they're asking you how you did it, right? Like, I forget what the exact saying is, but it's something like that. If somebody knows what the exact saying is, feel free to comment it down below. But I feel like it's kind of just like you're going to be having a lot more fun with life, and you're not going to be taking everything so seriously. That being said, though, you are going to be a lot more selective about who and what you do. But you're just going to be having a lot more fun, creating a lot more happiness, feeling a lot more happy, feeling a lot more fulfilled and satisfied. Star! Guaranteed success. Wow! Pile number 4. Guaranteed success. Exactly. Like a change for the better. Guaranteed success, a fresh start, new creative ideas, new ventures. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Oh my gosh, which is literally what we were talking about with like all the other Pentacle cards leading up to the fact that you are in the 10 of Pentacles in the year of 2026. You are finally reaping what you have sown. You are finally getting the success, the recognition, the courage, the opportunities that you have been missing out on in previous years because you've just been working to get yourself to this point. Woo! Pile number 4, you are getting it, okay? Slowly but surely getting ahead. Yes, and someone extremely stubborn, unwilling to change. Yeah, so just as kind of like a side note, there could be somebody that maybe you're getting rid of that was kind of like shutting down your opinions. Maybe you're just like not getting rid of them, but you're just not going to them for opinions because you realize that they're not really helping you. But especially because we have unwilling to change and then, you know, new creative adventures, new ventures, a fresh start. I feel like, you know, anybody that's holding you back, you're going to be letting go of them in the year of 2026. And you're really going to start to see the progress. And with time, you have been getting ahead. Even though it has been slow, you are still making progress. So don't deny yourself that beautiful progress that you have made just because it's slow. It's still freaking progress. And in 2026, you are going to see exactly why all of this had to have happened. All of this had to have occurred in order to bring you what it is that you truly, truly wanted and deserved. We've got Bubblegum Brit for one of your Britney Spears cards. Okay, let me read about this. How we can get the best message for you guys. Okay, here it is. As a teen, Britney was everything we wanted to be. Sweet, flirty, and decked out in the biggest trends of the time, from crop tops to lip gloss to pigtails. You know you spent hours at sleepovers trying to learn her choreography. She was everywhere, posing on magazine covers, performing in mall tours and stadium shops, selling Skechers and Pepsi, even getting her own doll. Ooh. She was the girl next door and a pop star pinup. Bubblegum Britney harkens back to a more innocent time when new crushes and first kisses were everything and your biggest dilemma was what to wear to prom. When life feels stressful, get in touch with your inner bubblegum Brit and lighten up. Remember the blush of a bright future and the excitement of growing up. Oh, chills, you guys. That's crazy. Because that's exactly what we were talking about with like behaving stupidly and just like having fun. You know, life doesn't have to be so serious all the time. And when life gets stressful like this, you know, the news is always going to show you bad shit, okay? Like, let's be real, especially if you're in the US, like, it's only bad stuff here. When I went over to the UK and Ireland, I was so shocked to watch their news because it was talking about other people and it was uplifting and it was positive and it was spreading like information that people need to hear. Yes, that was negative, but it was also a lot more positive and uplifting. And so, you know, maybe just like changing your outlet of news in the year 2026 might be something small, but it actually puts you on the right path of just, let's not be so freaking serious. Like, you know, the people that I admire the most are the ones that can just be goofy and have fun and not take life so serious. They're the first ones out there on the dance floor, you know, like having a good ass time. So that's really what I feel like in the year of 2026. Yeah, smooth sailing in the clear. I didn't even talk about the card that you guys chose, but this is talking about all of your obstacles from this point forward have been cleared. There's no more obstacles. The only ones that are obstacles that are made up are the ones that are in your mind. So it's time to get rid of those because they don't exist. 2026, you're going to be having fun. You're going to be getting out there. You're going to be exploring, meeting new people. Yes. Okay, and I'll get both of these. Yes, being a little bit rebellious. We love to see it. Okay, the graphic tee. I'm just going to skip to the end of this one. Even if you don't have a Dump Him shirt in your closet yet, you should channel Brit and speak your truth. Personally, professionally, and sartorially. Wow. Oh my gosh. So exactly. Like, I feel like you guys are really going to be living authentically as yourself. Getting out there, behaving stupidly, speaking your truth, being honest, being authentic. Yes, and that's what I was going to say. If somebody was like ratting out in my comments and they were like, why are you telling people to be authentic, like, and be themselves? Like, they should just, people just do that already. They already just are authentic. And I'm like, bitch, have you never been in society ever once in your life before? Because that is totally not the case. Like, I think all of us start off on a journey in which we are authentic. And then as we grow older and society puts its values on us, we lose part of that authenticity. Then as we meet other people, we date other people, we get into other people's presences, you know, bosses, whatever. We do change ourselves and we do adapt to other people. But then I think growing up even more is learning how to come back to that authentic childhood version of yourself. And it is a journey. And it's not something to shame other people about if they are on different aspects of that journey. If you feel like you're authentic to yourself already as is, creds to you, blessings to you. Wish all of us could fucking probably be like that because, to be honest, even the Rihannas and the Beyoncés of the world are still finding their true authenticity. I like to think about like Ariana Grande and how she literally has just come back to that childhood version of herself. The actress, you know, the Glinda, the wicked star that she's always wanted to be since she was a child. But before that, she got steered on a different course, which is all about becoming pop star Ariana and being a pop star and fitting into the hip hop artist of that time. And in that sense, she lost herself, you know, but then through Wicked, she found herself again. And so that is the story of not just, you know, regular old people like me, like you and like the commenter, but it's a story of big names, influential people, celebrities, people everywhere. They're constantly trying to come back to who they were. So always keep that in your mind. And I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. Like, you know, we're all people here. YouTubers are people too. We read the stuff that you say. So be extra kind, not just when you comment on my, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Comment whatever you want. I don't care. Trash me. I don't give a fuck. But like when you're going to other channels, please be considerate of the fact that those are people. They have hearts, they have emotions, they have feelings. And you can't just comment whatever the fuck you want because they're still people too. But yeah, on my page, go off, trash me, I don't care. Rebelling, that's what you guys are gonna be doing in the year of 2026. So just to wrap up the reading, then we'll get into your song of the year. In the year 2026, you guys are gonna be rebelling. You're gonna be going against the odds. You're gonna be maybe acting a little bit stupid, maybe not. Maybe like starting trends, definitely starting trends. Hello, trailblazing, igniting people, igniting different sides of people that they've left dormant for years. Yeah, because I heard a message today too that I'll kind of leave this on and then we'll go into your music. But it's all about the fact that you are supposed to go on your journey, but not for yourself, because somebody else out there needs you to do it. They need you to speak your truth. They need you to blaze that trail so they can follow it. Okay, so don't ever think that you are going about life doing things selfishly, doing things just for yourself. You're doing them because they reflect on other people and change other people's lives completely. So yes, hotties. Okay, let's get your finalizing message here with Love Radio. Let's do volume 2 for this group. We love to see it. Single Again, okay, by Big Sean. So that's kind of interesting because that one definitely does have a lot to do with your love life, but I feel like, yeah, okay, I'm hearing it. Yeah, maybe I should just focus on me. Slow down, don't rush romance. I love that he says that, yeah. And he also says in the beginning, take my time, I'ma take my time, na 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 na. Exactly, so I feel like you guys are gonna be taking your time for yourself. You're not gonna be making moves because other people think it's right. You're gonna be making moves because you think it's right. You're gonna be listening to your gut, listening to what lights you up inside, ignites that fire, and chasing after that full force, not feeling bad, who you might hurt or who you might affect in the meantime. You know, and when I say hurt, you know, not in like in a malicious way, but just like if you accidentally do that, like for example, you know, there's only one CEO position. So if you go for that, you're going to be hurting other people in the process by you getting that position. But in reality, like they'll get over it. They'll find other jobs. You will trailblaze and light up that trail for everybody else to come. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. You were almost there. 2026 is gonna be it. Okay, pile number 4, I'm serious. Listen to me, y'all. Okay, but I love you all so much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought some clarity. Definitely check out some other groups, especially if you are single again. There is some love coming into your life, and then maybe the mystery reading as well. Woo! I'm so excited to see what it's about. Okay, but I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye. Yay, alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 5. The Bewitching Alluring card, or the little throat chakra stone. This is going to be your reading today, all about your 2026 predictions. I'm so excited. Let's just go on ahead and jump right into things today. So this one's a career reading, right? I feel like you guys have been incredibly generous throughout the entirety of your life. There's been so many instances in which you guys have been wronged, hurt, you know, talked bad about by other people. And I feel like you've only really turned your vulnerabilities into a superpower in order for you to help and uplift other people. And especially with the 6 of Coins here, I see that you've been so generous. You've really, really been generous with your time, your energy, the amount of just everything that you put into life, that you put into your work. I feel like is so much more than anybody else would have ever thought of. Like, you're very intentional when it comes to the way that you work. And because of it, I really do see that there's going to be a brand new beginning for you in 2026, because we have the Death card, but then they also finished off by putting the World card underneath of it, which I was like, that's literally perfect, because I don't think it's just like the ending. I think it's the ending of a lot of like really bad energy, a lot of really bad times. Because what I've sort of realized is that a lot of evil eye, a lot of negativity, blockages are all in your head. And I feel like a lot of the time, if we just, it's not like denying that they ever exist, but just kind of not focus on that, I feel like a lot of us will enter into more of this time where there's no more struggle involved in order for you to get what you really want. It's just you getting what you really want because you really want it. And yeah, you're starting to be a lot more decisive about what you want. And I see that you're going to be receiving communication. And again, this could literally be like a job offering that you've wanted your entire life. This could be, you finally getting the success, the virality on a project or a product that you've been working on for centuries. This could be you receiving your doctorate, something that you've been working towards for seemingly lifetimes. And again, something that you've been so generous, so patient with. Yeah, it's giving like you've really helped out other people. Like I learned the other day that Ariana sent other people that were auditioning for Glinda to her vocal coach in order to get vocally trained for their auditions as well. And her vocal coach literally called her and he was like, Ariana, are you fucking insane? Like, why are you sending your competition to me in order to get vocally trained? And she's like, well, a lot of them just need help and they just needed a vocalist. And it's that kind of energy that you give, pile number 5. You are so generous with other people. You give and you give and you give, whether that just be like a little bit of advice, being somebody's study buddy, like building other people up and putting other people up in your job that you believe deserve higher positions, giving them, bigger roles. It's just like you've always been that bitch that has really hyped other people up and built other people up. And so it's about damn time that you get a major blessing. And I feel like 2026 is really going to be that for you. And you're really getting more decisive about what it is that you want. And I feel like, again, a very decisive opportunity is going to find its way to you and cause some sort of major ending in the year of 2026 that will open up a brand new beginning. It's a beautiful ending. I don't see it as anything negative. I see this as like, it's been a long time coming. Like it's been really something that you've been working towards for a very long time. And I just see that you're finally getting that recognition, but you're also kind of finally finding your path and the way that you want to go. Maybe for a long time there too, it's been like, you've been on a lot of different paths. And I feel like that is life, It's not a straightforward shot. It's like we're kind of in a forest and there's a bunch of different turns that we could take and that we could make, and we don't know where it's going to end up, but we just pray that it takes us somewhere nice along the way, Like it's not always about where we get to, but I see that in this year, you are really getting to that point where it's a brand new start for you. And that could even be like the beginning of 2026, you're leaving behind 2025. It's like a physical change. And so I just really see that like you could be leaving behind an old version of yourself in order to step into this new version, which is like, it's incredible and bewitching and alluring. You're really calling a lot of people in, like you're really enticing a lot of people. I feel like your words are going to be very powerful in the year of 2026. So what you say is really going to make a difference. I'm serious. Like I see that you guys could be getting interviewed for magazines, interviewed, in person, going to panels, helping again, like, I don't know why, but I keep getting this theme of like, maybe you're receiving your doctorate and you're going back and you're helping people who are just beginning or like just taking that like midway test. Like there's a big, the graduate program kind of getting into that. That's a big test. And so just like helping that, like that's just kind of your vibe, your energy is you're always going to be uplifting other people. And I feel like in this year, it's time that you are going to be the one that's uplifted. Waiting for news, package, letter, bird perched. Okay, so like, I feel like this is current energy. You could be waiting for like news or like something to pay off in the year of 2026. We do have love here, so you guys could also be drawn to a love pile, but I feel like it's more so to do with like, this is going to be something that you love, to do. It's paying off and it's working in the year of 2026, you guys. Oh my gosh. And we also have feather. So someone you know is undependable and insincere. Again, I just feel like it was like this 9 of Wands energy. Like, you've just had to put up with a lot of insincerity, a lot of connections that did not serve you, were not working for you. We're talking behind your back, we're backstabbing, we're, you know, it's like they climbed the ladder and then they pulled the ladder up right with them, you know, and kind of like just a lot of offsets in previous years. I'm seeing, like, especially in 2023, I feel like there was something big that happened. Yeah, and then 2025, it's just been like healing from that, you know, and moving on from that. But I feel like, you know, and that's very specific, so that could be like literally just for one of you, but I totally feel like you're going to be doing something that you really love, and something that took its time on its way to you has really, it's going to be worth it, okay? Because there's going to be so much more excitement coming in here. Yeah, and again, I feel like you're healing from somebody that really could have affected you in the past, could have been gossipy, gross. I don't even like to focus on that energy, to be honest, so I'll leave it at that. But I really do feel like there's going to be exciting times coming in here for you. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So again, with that decisiveness coming in 2026, it's like that's what we like to see, because I feel like up until this point, it has been a lot of like indecisiveness. You know, when we have so many paths in front of us, we don't know what we're going to take. And so we try to like maybe take them all, try, experiment. That's what being a human is. It's experimenting. Okay. So you're a work in progress. You're always going to be just experimenting, trying new things. So don't, you know, get mad at yourself for being indecisive or for trying a lot of different paths, because I'm getting that in 2026, all of that was worth it. So that way you can be decisive and know what you want and be a lot more pinpoint. Also, I'm gonna get a drink here, so make sure that you guys are hydrating yourself, especially in these colder winter months. It is so important to be drinking extra water. So go check it out, go get yourself some water, and yeah, hold up. My goodness, I'm gonna have to get some tea after this because my voice is going out. But yeah, dark man, dealings or relationships with a man with a dark complexion or hair. I'm kind of more seeing, again, it's just like a lot of dark energies. Maybe this wasn't even like friendship. I mean, it could have been a mix of a lot of things from your past, but maybe something really kind of earth-shattering happened in like 2023. I feel like there's just something to do with like, yeah, darker energy. And I'm getting throat chakra blockages. So again, it's like these people I don't think would ever admit it, how they treated you, you know, whatever, but they can continue down their path and we will continue climbing towards success. Look at that, because you guys have the ladder. Yeah, and I'm hearing the song from High School Musical, The Ladder of Success, and I'm hearing work our tails off every day. So I feel like you guys totally could have been like working really hard in the year of 2025, kind of preparing for 2026 and deciding what you want. And now I feel like, yeah, you're going to be stepping into a new experience here. And again, which we called that with the death in the world, because again, it's like the ending of one energy. Again, maybe this could even be a breakup or like leaving a friend behind. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's still just healing from a lot of negative experiences from your past. And now you're stepping into success and new experiences, excitement. There's new, you know, what is this? What? Sorry, spirit guys, I can't think of that word. Events, thank you, that are coming your way. I don't know why I could not think of that word, but I was seeing like you guys attending a lot of things, a lot of events in my head, and I could not think of that word. That's sometimes the problem. Problems of being a psychic. Okay, for your Britney cards, we have the movie star, the fashionista, and the fitness fan. So I feel like the obvious is like 2026, I feel like you're going to be working out a lot. And I know that this is more so about your career, but I feel like you're just going to be feeling having a lot more energy to do things because you're working out and because you're allowing yourself to, you know, do that for yourself and like take time to work out. It's making you feel sexier. It's making you feel more confident. It's giving you more energy. It's giving you a glow. And because of that, I feel like it's adding to this bewitching, alluring energy. A lot more people want to be around you, want to talk to you. And boom, now you're getting invited to hundreds of events. Everybody wants your attention. We love to see it. Oh my gosh. Okay. With the movie star, I'm going to read about this one. Taking on a full-length feature film was a risk, but Britney was willing to take. Yeah. Crossroads has enjoyed a renaissance in recent years. The movie star takes chances and tries new things. You should too. Oh, so yes, and that's hilarious because we literally have stepping into a new experience. So I really do feel like you're getting, you know, decisive about what it is that you want, and I feel like it might be something that's a little bit new. It's something that might be a little bit of a risk, but you're willing to take it and you're willing to try new things. And in 2026, it's all about the new, right? So I feel like a good theme for you guys is like, I don't want to say Yes Man, like the movie with Jim Carrey, but like kind of a vibe, because I feel like if somebody asks you to do something, you should just say yes. If somebody asks you to like try new food, that's something I'm seeing very specifically. Like somebody going out and like trying sushi or something for the first time. Uni. Is that what it is? Like sea urchin? Yeah, and you're a little scared to try it at first, you know, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're going to like it. But then I see that you end up actually trying it and really loving it. And it only encourages you then to try more new things. Like I'm even seeing you like taking a yoga class, you know, like there's so many free yoga classes, and it was actually like something sneaky cheeky of mine that I was thinking of doing. Like, what if I just went around and tried to find all of the free yoga classes in my city and just tried to like go to one every single week? That way, like I can explore a new space, I can meet some new people, I can, you know, do yoga and like be active. And then, you know, it's not necessarily costing me anything. And like I'm still probably gonna tip them because I love tipping people. I don't know why. It's like it just makes me feel like so nice, like so extra nice, and just whatever. But yeah, it's not such a vibe, you guys. So like maybe steal that for yourself or do something similar where it's like free art classes, free music classes, you know, pottery classes, I don't know, art classes, like broaden it just to have fun and try new things. That's gonna be your vibe for 2026. So maybe even comment down below, I will try new things 2026. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I got my vision board going. I know I said that at the beginning, but I just love to talk about it. Do you guys vision board? Like, let me know down below. Okay. But with the fashionista like Starlet knows that a great dress and kick-ass shoes or any outfit you feel confident in can change your mood and bring a smile to your face. Channel the inner fashionista for a boost of confidence and feel-good energy when you need it most. Yes, and I really do feel like you guys are going to be feeling yourself wearing the cutest looking clothes anybody's ever seen in 2026. I feel like you're really going to be looking good. I see maybe even inventing some new fashion trends. Again, it's just like trying new things, like experimenting is a huge theme for this pile, especially in your career, because networking is the #1 way that you can be on a new career path. Believe it or not, like knowing somebody that knows somebody that's hiring for a job is going to get you a job rather than, you know, just like applying on Indeed where everybody else is trying. Like, it's time to get creative, you know, with the way that we do things around here. And I really do see that you are getting creative and, yeah, getting out there, which we love to see. Okay, but let's move on to the final little section here where, oh, hello. I don't know why the heck it was giving me an ad there. I have premium Spotify, please. Okay, but let's shuffle Love Radio Volume 4 and let's see the messages that come up for you today. Bliss by Tyla. Yes! So again, I feel like bliss. That is the vibe for 2026 for this pile. You are going to be feeling such bliss, just happiness, pure joy, contentment, like whatever I think of whenever I hear bliss is like Dove, the Dove chocolate. I don't know why. Is that called bliss? The little tiny squares that you unwrap and there's like a little message on the inside. Number one, I love those, but number two, I feel like just that is like the vibe, like that commercial where they eat the chocolate and they're just like, it's rich and smooth and creamy and they're in like chocolate heaven. Like that's kind of the vibe, unless if you hate chocolate, sorry. But that's kind of the vibe for 2026. It's bliss. You're just going to be feeling bliss. Okay, so yes, my gorgeous pile number 5. I keep wanting to say 4. This is your reading today all about your career, the movie star. Maybe that even has a little something to do with it too if you're called to acting. So just be decisive. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's your calling, if you've been working towards it and it feels like it, even if it's like in random pathways, like again, sometimes it's not always as straightforward as just getting your doctorate degree. Like sometimes it's about, like taking a class here and then meeting some people here and then going on a ski trip and then meeting another person through that who takes you to this class, who then gives you a job offer. It's just like, it's random. Like life is so random. You just have to follow it. It doesn't matter. Just follow it. Okay. So that's what I feel like. And just feel your bliss in 2026. Pile number 5. I love you guys. Definitely pick out some more piles. So we can discuss maybe your love life, maybe mystery reading, maybe another career. I don't know. But I just love you guys. And yeah, hop around. So I'll see you in another pile maybe. But I love you. And I'll see you very, very soon. Okay? Goodbye. Yay. Alrighty. Hello to those of you who chose pile number 6. This is going to be your 2026 predictions. And if you chose the Desire Attraction card, or which one is this? Sorry. This one is the third eye chakra. Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, because I was like, that's crazy because then the High Priestess came out as well. So yeah, I feel like 2026, a big theme for you is going to be trust your intuition, okay? Because I feel like there's been a lot of struggle and a lot of hard work that you've been putting in the past. And you have to realize that, just like love, careers also have to give us as much as they take. And I'm seeing that a lot of careers in your past have potentially taken just a lot more of you than necessary. But in all of those sleepless nights, all of the hard work that you put in is really going to work out. Because in the year 2026, I feel like wish fulfillment is coming your way. No longer is it going to be a struggle for you to, how should I say this? Just like, basically, it's like giving me the vibe where it's like equating your work to hours versus like just equating your work to like a set amount of money. It's like being $25 an hour versus like $100K a year, or $5,000 a month. It's like rather than working for hours, you are working for just a lot more money, to put it quite frankly and bluntly. And I feel like, again, all of these sleepless nights aren't going to be for nothing because, like, they really wanted to put the 9 of Cups over top of this, to show that all of the struggle, all of the hard work, it's going to be worth it. And people are going to think that, like, it happened overnight for you, when in reality, it's something that you've been working towards for a very long time. Yeah. And you could have been very afraid to enter a space because of competition, or you felt like there was too many people in the space already. It was oversaturated. There wasn't enough room for you, whatever the vibe. But I feel like you're really going to rise above that competition because of your background, because of how much you've been through. And again, just the sleepless nights, like software developers who have to spend copious amounts of time coding and it's just extra time staying up late at night, pretty much working. I feel like that's you guys. I feel like you put a lot of extra work in and now you're going to be reaping the rewards and getting what you truly deserve. And I feel like you could already be starting to see little glimpses of that. But in 2026, it's really going to start to feel like, wow, wish fulfillment it's working out, you know, which we love to see. Oh my gosh. And again, there might be competition, but you just far surpass it. Also, I'm like doing my hair. I don't know if you guys can hear me doing it, but I'm taking my hair out because it's been up all day in my little heatless curler. Okay. But yeah, and I feel like, again, you've been getting little glimpses, but it's really about trusting your intuition. It's really about trusting those little glimpses because if you have visions of it, it's already yours, right? Like if you can already see yourself driving your dream car, you know, accepting Grammy Awards, I feel like there's so many other things that I could be thinking of, but you get the vibe, you know? If you can already see it happening, it's meant for you and it's meant to happen and it's going to happen, okay? So stop denying your intuition. Just keep listening to it. Keep moving forward because, again, whatever you are desiring, that's what you're attracting. And whatever you're thinking about a lot, the majority of the time, that's what you're attracting. So the more that you can kind of just like be in that space, exist in that space, have gratitude, be grateful, and just the more that it's going to start to come in, you know? Yeah. And I just want to give like a brief example here of like somebody, for example, if you want to start like acting, you know, record yourself doing monologues, start reading scripts, start trying to work on sets, you know, get parts in local plays, just anything that you can do that puts you towards that goal a little bit further is going to be so worth it, right? So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, especially for 2026. Ooh, your door opportunities are waiting for you. Whoa. Yeah, so again, there's no more work that you have to do. The door is already there, okay? The door is already there. And I feel like the more that you can listen to your intuition and try to make it louder, the more that things are just going to work out for you even better. You are on the road to success with Mountain Road here. So don't doubt that you are already on the road to success because you're doing it already, okay? You're already there. Dealings or relationships with a man. Okay, so there could be a man that's very important in the year of 2026. Could be a mentor, could be a friend, could be a boss. Something about them is really going to set you on the right path. Yeah, I just heard could be an acting coach, you know, something along those lines. A mentor, a manager, ooh, casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay, yeah. So that's interesting too. Like maybe you're leaving behind some sort of like man. Like that could be your former boss, you know, your former acting coach, whatever, because you feel like just they're not, yeah, I don't even know. Like maybe it could be a death as well. If I'm just being real here. So if there are men in your life, 2025, it's the time to keep them closer, you know? But yeah, I feel like there could definitely be a situation ending in your life. Yeah, okay, yeah. And they're showing me that it's to do with the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So it's kind of like, again, the end of the hard work. There we go. Thank you so much, Spirit guides. I didn't want to steer too far off course there, but I really do feel like, yeah, this situation is working hard. Like, I feel like you're no longer going to be, again, trading your hours for dollars. It's like, you're going to be compensated a lot more. And so just preparing yourself for that too, like researching that, getting those rates ready, you know, whatever it is, I feel like that's really going to help you. Advice from a friend. Ooh, yeah. So you could be getting some really good advice from a friend when it comes to your career as well. Muddled, unclear thinking. And peace and harmony. Yeah, so I feel like just getting clear on what it is that you want, getting crystal clear, creating that vision board, especially in the year of 2026. My mic is also on. I'm wearing this like off shoulder kind of shirt and my mic just keeps getting flipped. There we go. Flipped around with the top itself. But I totally see that there's going to be a lot of peace and harmony coming in for you. It's like, finally, oh my God, everything is working out for me. Finally, I can breathe. Finally, I can relax. Like I'm seeing a trip to Bali, you know, like I'm seeing a trip, just vacation, laying on the beach. You don't have to work. You don't have to think about anything because your business is working for you. Okay? Like You literally don't have to do any extra work. It's already working for you. So that's very exciting. Pile number 6. Oh my goodness. I'm getting all confused because I'm used to just doing like, my typical 4 pile read, but not today. It's magic. It's extra. Okay, but we got the Forest Fairy, Strong Woman, yes, and the Showstopper. Yeah, so I really do see that this pile, I feel like I mentioned this earlier to one of the love readings, but for this pile, you really could be getting out there and relaxing and discovering, that you really like nature, hiking, biking, I heard, forest bathing, ocean swimming, just like being out in nature. I feel like it's going to be very important for you in the year of 2026, especially when getting in touch with yourself. Yeah, because they're kind of showing me too that like with the advice from a friend and muddle unclear thinking, there might be like good advice coming in from friends, but I also feel like sometimes too much advice can confuse you. And so maybe it's like, maybe stop asking other people for advice and start just listening to your heart and your soul. Yeah, that feels better. That feels like a much better message, because I feel like getting back out there in nature, grounding yourself, meditating, hiking, biking, will allow you time just to yourself, for you just to think and, just about your life and what you want to attract and everything, which I feel like that's beautiful. Pile number 6. Okay, let's read a little bit more about the Strong Woman. Channel the Strong Woman when things feel uncertain or overwhelming. Now it's nothing but your way. Okay, so that's exactly what I just said. Okay, thank you so much for your guides. That's very clear. Yeah, like I feel like, when things are getting overwhelming, like it feels like there's too many opinions, too many tasks, too many things to do. Shut everybody else out and go within, because there's nobody that knows better what to do with your life than you. So it's time that you stop listening to other people, asking people for other opinions, even if you just like want to talk about stuff and it feels like whenever you talk about things, people just like will throw opinions at you. Maybe that's a new boundary that you need to draw. It's like whenever I'm talking about what I want to do, what I want to create, I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm just talking. And like, that's okay. Like, that's what some people have had to express to me, because me, like I'm a fucking psychic, like that's why I actually ended up creating this channel, because I gave so much unsolicited advice. And now it's like, you guys want me to. So, but that's what I've kind of had to learn with like some friends in the past. So they've told me like, I don't want to hear any advice. Like, I just want you to listen, and I feel like that's something that maybe you guys need to draw a boundary for yourself. And again, like some of these friends I've remained friends with because I've really learned that lesson. 11:17 on the clock. Those numbers might be important for you. And other friends, we've gone our separate ways because, I just didn't want to listen to like constant complaints and have to just sit there and listen and not give my opinion, like that's the other half of things. So again, I feel like you guys are really being told here that it's time for you to draw that boundary, and it's okay to draw that boundary, and the people that will last, and the people that won't. So draw that fucking boundary and be like, no, I'm listening to what I want to do from this point forward, and I'm not asking your advice. I'm just going with my gut. Yeah. Okay, but let's do the Showstopper. I love that one. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. This performance launched her into the stratosphere of fame, talking about Britney, and is still talked about as one of the most memorable VMA moments of all time. It's a reminder that a little shakeup can be a good thing. Embrace the unexpected. Oh my gosh. Pile number 6. That is so perfect. Literally. I feel like that is what you really need to, have and channel for the year of 2026 is embracing the unexpected and listening to your intuition, because it's you who is going to solve your problems. It's you who's going to put you on the right path. It's you who's going to, fix your life ultimately. It's not other people. So the more that you can just listen to yourself and embrace the unexpected and embrace the change, embrace the unknown, the better that everything is going to be. Ooh. So I love this so much for you guys. This is such a great reading. Getting out there, listening to yourself and getting in touch with nature again, and not feeling so bad about taking that time to yourself and listening to yourself and shutting other people up when you don't want their opinions. Okay, but let's shuffle Love Radio Volume 3. Let's get your song of the year. We've got Mercy by Duffy. I love you, but I've got to stay true. Yes, you got me begging you for mercy. Release me. Exactly. Because I feel like that's it. Is this year, 2026, you're like, release me. People that are making me unclear, release me. Let me do my thing. Stop. I'm begging you for mercy. Freaking quit telling me what you think that I should know and just let me do my thing. Literally, just support me. That's all I ask of you. And it's like, I love how this starts by saying, I love you, but I gotta stay true. My morals got me on my knees. I'm begging, please stop playing games. Because again, I feel like it's like you're saying to these friends, to these people, I love you, but I've got to listen to what I know. And what I know is this. Boom. Yes. 2026. Channel your inner strong woman. That almost sounded like I said a different word there. But I didn't. But I also feel like, for this pile, maybe I did. And I feel like maybe you might need to check out a love reading as well. But my gorgeous pile number 6, those are the messages that I got for you guys today. Maybe comment down below. I am trusting my intuition. I am following my own path. I'm no longer listening to other people. I am listening to myself, my heart, and what I want to do because I want to do it. Ooh! So yes, my gorgeous pile number 6. I'm so excited. Definitely check out a love reading. Also, check out the mystery reading, group number 7, if you feel called and if you feel drawn to it, because I'm so excited. Next reading, we're going to see what it's all about. I literally have no idea. So yes, gorgeouses, I love you so much. 2026, kick some ass. And I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Goodbye. Yay, alrighty. Hello to those of you who chose last but certainly not least our mystery reading pile number 7. I decided to live shuffle this one so that way we could kind of find out the message together. But I really wanted to focus. I didn't focus on the chakra for any of the other groups really, but for this one I was very curious because I didn't know what the solar plexus was, and it's a spot that's right above your abdomen, and it focuses on willpower and confidence. Statements like I can and I will, rather than not knowing and not believing in yourself. So I feel like that's gonna have something to do with today's reading, but I am very curious. So let's just hop right into it and find out what it's gonna be about. Ooh. Wow, okay, so this is very interesting. Because the Four of Cups kind of talks about, let's move these down, being decisive, making a decisive decision, and then being kind of impatient, having all of these, what you kind of want around you, but then boom, the cup that you really want comes in from above and gives you an offering. So it's very interesting. It could be some kind of like an opportunity here, especially because we do have the Six of Swords, which signifies travel, the Knight of Coins, which talks about, you know, kind of years in the making. There might be some kind of opportunity to travel here that's coming in 2026 that is really going to bring on some pretty solid opportunities, a lot more happiness. And yeah, I feel like, let's see, let me get a little bit more information, move these over, because with the Queen of Swords too, it's like, you know, that talks about decisiveness. That talks about knowing what it is that you want. I can, I will, you know, and knowing that everything is going to be okay. And I feel like that's going to be the vibe for 2026, if you picked on this pile, is knowing that you're about to come into a lot more happiness. And I feel like there is an opportunity to travel that will be very important in the year of 2026. So if you are asked, you know, to go on a work trip, if you are asked to go on holiday with somebody or vacation with somebody, whatever it is, you just have to say yes. Even if it's like going just a city over, it doesn't matter, because I feel like there's something that is really going to lead to a major eye-opening decision, yeah, which will make you have a much more clear view of what you want to do, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to be much more decisive about your path that you're on because of this trip that you take. So very interesting here. And with the Moon card, I really do feel like making moves in silence, not telling other people what you have going on all the time. You know, like, obviously, if you're going on a trip, you have to tell somebody, you know, like, you have to make sure that somebody's aware of where you're going, when you're going to be there, and when you're going to be back. But nobody else needs to know. You know, you can kind of be like a little hush hush puppy about it. And I feel like 2026 is going to be more about relishing in your own accomplishments for yourself and not really, you know, showing it to everybody for all to see. I do see that, like, eventually people will find out. I do see that, like, eventually, you know, people will see that you're getting to do a lot of really cool stuff. But like, for now, I'm seeing that, like, the more that you can kind of be locked in, keep this to yourself, the better that things are going to work out for you. So that's very interesting. And I totally feel like it is linked to a travel opportunity. So it's very, important, wow, that you all focus on traveling. Again, even if it's literally just a city over, seek out information that will help you. Okay, yeah, and they're kind of showing me, like, you know, vision boarding, right? I feel like it can be seen as a very woo-woo thing, but if you use it correctly, it can work really, really well for you, right? Like, if you actually use it as actionable steps that you are going to be taking in the year 2026, and not just, like, you know, a bunch of random words or a bunch of pretty pictures or your dream luxury house. It's like, yeah, okay, that's cool that you want, you know, those things, but, like, what are you gonna do to get there? You know, like, show me the savings account. Like, literally Photoshop your savings account to be what you want it to look like. You know, Photoshop your name onto the award that you want to win, and then seek out the information. Find the steps that you need to take in order to get there. Because again, your vision board is all about action. So, you know, sometimes it can be about energy. Like this last year, mine was a lot more about my internal and emotionally growing. Like, I had just a lot of pictures that were shifting my focus to be a lot more positive because my focus had really gone off kilter. And so that was more that. And so if you want to do more of like that, then clearly, you know, positive quotes are going to help. But 2026 is the year of the horse, right? We're exiting the year of the snake, which is shedding the skin, and then we're moving into the year of the horse, which is action, making moves, making big moves, you know? So this year's vision board should be very action-based, and how you can figure out the next steps that you need to take to getting your dream job, to getting your dream car, dream house, dream life, dream lover, whatever it is. You have to seek out the information that will help you. You have to, Google it. Like, I love it because 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚, she's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to vision boarding, and because she's literally living proof that they come true. And the more specific that you can be about your goals on them, the more they will come true. Like, one of the things, she just wanted something, material. Like, it was like a pair of Jimmy Choos that were the Cinderella edition, and they're so gorgeous. They're crystals. I love them. But she put that specifically on her vision board. And because she had that on her vision board, she was thinking to search for it on secondhand shops, on, when she was in stores, blah, 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 blah. Like, she had it in her mind to search for it because it wasn't selling actively. It was a collection that had been sold a few years ago. So basically, the moral of the story is she ended up getting those damn shoes because she was looking for the damn shoes and she knew where to look for them. But if you know what you want, but you don't know where to look for it, you have to find the information that will get you there. Yeah, like I always tell people, if you want a job, if you want a specific job, look up somebody that's already in that role, go to their LinkedIn, go through their entire career history, and literally just look and see what they did and how they got there, the skills that they needed to get there, okay? So I feel like that is going to be a major vibe for 2026 and building out your vision board. I feel like a lot of things are going to come true for you. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities that are coming true for you, okay? But you've got to get clear and decisive about what it is that you want. Yes. Protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, you're very divinely protected. I feel like spirit guides really do watch over you. So don't doubt for a second that, your purpose. Don't doubt for a second just anything. Go after your heart, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, knowing that you are divinely protected and that nobody's negative energy can even come close to your beautiful, powerful energy. Whew. Meeting with a stranger could be important. Yes, again. So this has something to do with like travel. Again, like I feel like you're going to be traveling to a place. I feel like you're going to be meeting a stranger and that's going to be setting up something for you, right? Yeah, like they're also showing me too, it's like, for example, modeling, right? If you want to go into the world of modeling, people get so scared off because it's competitive, blah, 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 whatever. Literally, what if, this just example, you're out on vacation, sitting like by the pool, just enjoying, existing, and then all of a sudden a model scout just walks up to you and hires you. And you might think that that's unrealistic, but 2 models for, I forget which one, I think it was Versace, they were hired just working at Chick-fil-A. Like they had piercings, everything. They were literally running the cash register and the modeling scout came up to them and was like, I'm booking you both. So anything can happen at any time, but I really do feel like it's something to do with travel here that's going to be so important. Someone is trying to come between something, you and a friend, and something that you want. Okay. Love. Yeah, and I feel like this could be a separate message too, but I feel like I kind of talked about this more in the love readings as well. But if there's like somebody in your life, especially partners, people that are disappointing you, especially being represented as the 4 of Cups, there is going to be somebody better that's coming in. But you have to let go of these former options because, again, they can be a wedge between what it is that you truly want. Okay. Just as a side note, but again, check out a love reading if you're more drawn to that message. I'm vibing with this. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. It literally says a journey, either physical or mental, with carriage. Oh my God. That's crazy. Sometimes like I shock myself, but that's crazy. Spirit guides, thank you. So yeah, again, there's going to be something to do with like a journey here where you are physically moving to a place. Maybe you're like literally moving in the year of 2026 too. And that's like been something that's been on your vision board. put it on your vision board, but put on the actual steps. Savings account, baddie. Locations that you want to live in, exact apartments, things. Like, before Zach and I moved here, I wrote an entire list of what I wanted in my dream apartment, and we found it all, which is like the craziest freaking part. But we found it, and I feel like it's literally so important that you just get specific. Okay, get specific, especially going into 2026, because it is going to be revolutionary. Yes, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Woo! We love to see that. So yes, taking this trip, taking this journey, meeting this stranger is going to open up new pathways for you, which is like exactly what I said. Perfect. Thank you. We needed the validation. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Ooh. I didn't mean to say ooh like that. Okay, but like if you're not looking to have a child, I always just like to tell everybody, protection, please, okay? Make sure that you're using protection because we don't want any surprises. But I feel like for the majority of you, this has more to do with the enterprise, because I'm seeing that, like, I'm hearing the word mogul. Like, you're entering your mogul era, which that word's kind of icky. Like, can we agree? That word's kind of gross. Mogul, but like it's hot. It basically means like CEO. You have a lot of different things going on, you know, like, yeah, like you just, that's it. You have a lot of different things going on. You have a lot of different talents, and I feel like it's really going to be conceived in the year 2026. Getting back to the basics. Yes. Ooh, which is exactly, you know, we've been talking about this, especially when it comes to manifesting, you know, like I feel like there's so many people out there that are just like, you know, yapping and new techniques and try this thing. But like that, sometimes you literally just have to go back to the beginning and like rewatch The Secret, you know, and because that's what I had to do at the beginning of this year. I was so like caught up and like, I don't know how to manifest anymore because there's too many freaking techniques out there. Like, I swear to God, but it's so simple. It's literally just, you think you want something, you strategically plan how you're going to get there, and you visualize yourself, you know, in those little baby steps along the way, and then you get there in the long run. That's literally it. That's all manifestation is. Like, it's so basic. And I feel like, yeah, career, oh my gosh, yes. I feel like there's just going to be major, changes, but it all has to deal with, you know, getting back to the basics, planning, strategizing. You'll receive a gift. Ooh, so definitely in the year 2026, the universe is going to be giving you a major blessing. 4 of Cups, it's going to be your 4th cup. It's going to be something that you've really, really, really wanted for a long time. It's getting noticed, you know, it's going on vacation. It's like, yeah, but you will receive the gift. So again, maybe the gift is, here, you get to travel to this place. Like, I got you a vacation, you know, especially with Christmas coming up. You never know. Like, somebody could be getting you a vacation for the holidays. Dark woman. Again, this could be like dealing with a friend from the past. Yeah, sorrow over a loss. Misunderstanding. Yeah, so I feel like it could have caused a major misunderstanding. Again, this is going back to like that friendship message, but I feel like, or love too. I guess it could have been love, but it was somebody that you loved, whether that be a partner or a friend. I feel like somebody came between the two of you, and this person could be making a comeback in the year 2026. So yeah, because especially with misunderstanding too, it feels like, yeah, like there could have been a major misunderstanding. There could have just been like a lot of heat, whatever. But yeah, I feel like this is somebody that you felt like kind of bad, you know, after this loss, and still wanted like back in your life. That's how I feel this vibe would be. I don't know if you still want them back in your life, but at one point you did. Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, then we'll get some Britney Spears cards. But look at these last ones. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Okay, so you can relax and you can breathe, knowing that everything from this point forward is going to be magical. Yeah, I just heard over the rainbow. So it's like you finally crossed over the rainbow, which is just so beautiful. Yeah, trouble, accusations, and success. So again, like anybody that's trying to throw shade, anybody that's trying to gossip about you, trying to throw trouble, accusations, whatever, just seems like you're ignoring, and it seems like you're, you know, not really taking any of this to heart, because it feels like a lot of these people just have their own healing to do, and that's none of our business. Okay, so just keep doing you, because look it, you have literally success. You have the most difficult part of a situation is over. You did the work. You're gonna reap the rewards, okay? And 2026 is gonna be full of rewards. I'm seeing one major one. I just saw 1711, but I'm also seeing that, you know, there's definitely going to be a lot of other ones, medium-sized ones, little tiny ones, just everything. Oh my gosh, the badass, the siren. Ooh, okay, and our last one, I have chills. I don't know about you guys, but this was such a fun reading. Let me know what you guys thought about this reading down below. If you want to see like more readings like this too throughout the year, I would so be down. Okay, but we have the cusp. Oh my gosh, which is perfect, especially coming out like right now. I feel like 2025, you are on the cusp to 2026, you know, coming out on top. Oh my goodness, and I have a meeting coming up here in a tiny little bit, so I've got to be prepared for that. The cusp is for moments when you're on the edge of a major change. You may not be standing atop a canyon like Britt in the video, but you're making moves. Look inward and let the lessons of the past prepare you for the future. Yes! Pile number 7, exactly. So yeah, just get excited for the future. Like, don't be so stuck in what has happened to you, you know, past friendships, gossip, whatever. Leave that all behind, because 2026, it's a clear slate. As Siren, Brittany entices and enchants, knowing that everything she needs for her journey is within her. Yes, so that's what we like to see, exactly. There's nothing more that you need to do. The most difficult part of a situation is over. You've already done all the work, okay? All you need to do is look within, and your next step will just be there to come. And all you have to do is just say yes. That's really what I'm getting to, especially with being offered a trip. Just say yes. Put your inner badass to work when things feel complicated, and remember that you should never settle for anything less than the best in life and in love. Yes, so we love it. So if you have been in this disappointed stage of, you know, past lovers, past friends, past careers, past opportunities, it just feels like everything, you know, that was given to you has maybe been taken away or replaced by something, or it's still there, but it just doesn't feel the same anymore. Know that by not settling, the universe is bringing you in something better. So just keep that in mind and continue to be a badass. Okay, let's get your finalizing message here, because I've got to get ready. I completely forgot that I had a meeting today too. But let's see. Let's do volume 2. Okay, we're going to shuffle Love Radio volume 2 to get your finalizing message. Might Guy by Hashu. Oh, I love him. Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of the vibe. It's like, don't be a might guy entering into 2026. Be a yes guy. You know, like, just go for it. You're not going to be, I might do this anymore. You are going to be, I am doing this, so get the fuck out of my way. And 2026 is on the clock. Let's get it. Okay. But I love you, besties, so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm praying that this brought you all some clarity. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just for giving me so many blessings in the year 2025. For just supporting me. I love all of you guys. Seriously. All the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscribers, the channel members, the Patreons, just everybody. Personal readings. Literally, it's been insane year. So thank you guys so much. I owe it all to you. I love you guys. Okay. I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.